Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for August the 19th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, we'll pull one card for each sign of the zodiac, and we will look at how these predictions pan out whenever we combine those energies for each one. If you know your sun sign and your friend's sun signs, then you can find a little bit of information from a quick video like this. If you also know your rising sign and therefore your house system, you can actually pull quite a bit of good juice out of a fast little read like this for today. So let's see, we're starting off with overall energy of the Two of Cups. Now, this talks about attraction. Most of the time, it talks about attraction of one person to another person and vice versa. However, sometimes it talks about attraction to a hobby, a pastime, a business idea. Excuse me, and my phone. Got to silence it. I silenced my tab, but not my phone. My apologies. Okay, so the attraction does not have to be to a person. It can be to an activity or to a project, to a situation. We're going to see a little bit more about what this attraction has to do with for each sign as we go through the zodiac, starting with Aries. So, Aries, interesting. High Priestess showing up in reverse. There is some kind of confusion going on around you, Aries. And I think what you're being attracted to is you're being attracted to finding out what's the real deal? What's the truth behind this confusion? Why is there so much confusion here? How did the wires get crossed so badly? So you're looking for the truth and how the truth got misconstrued somewhere along the way. What is causing all this confusion? That's what you're looking at, Aries. It's very scorpionic energy, actually. Kind of digging deep there. Next, we are looking at Taurus. Eight of Swords in reverse. Taurus, you have some kind of decision that you have been pondering and thinking in circles about what should I do? How should I do this? And what you're attracted to is the idea of coming to a final conclusion once and for all and moving away from pondering and repondering the same situation over and over again. Next up, we are looking at Gemini. Look at you, Queen of Wands. Geminis, this tells me that you've got somebody in your sphere of influence, and this could be a romantic interest, but it does not have to be at all. Um, but you do have somebody in your sphere of influence who you're really intrigued by, you're attracted to, you want to understand this person more. This is somebody who's very independent. They think outside the box. They are very creative. They like to nurture and uplift people. They're very positive and they're very social. It feels to me, Gemini, like there's something you feel like you could learn from this person, and so you are wanting to spend more time with them. For most of you, I don't think this is a romantic thing at all. Not all of you. There'll be one or two that it'll be romantic, but not most of you. All right, that's Gemini. Let's move on to Cancer. Okay, Cancers, you have the Judgment card in reverse. So the thing that you're attracted to is this idea that you don't want to go back to a situation or a scenario that you were in before. You're very attracted to staying away from that. Interesting. So if the Judgment card comes up in reverse by itself, this says, yeah, I have an opportunity to go back to something from the past, to be involved in something like I was involved in the past, but I'm not doing it when the Judgment card is in reverse. This idea that if we have the overall energy of the Two of Cups, saying, I'm really attracted to staying away from that, it takes away a little bit of that definiteness where that card on its own is definitely not going back. That Two of Cups says, I would like to not go back. Now, it's always important when we're reading the tarot, psychically or otherwise, to pay attention to what is not on the board just as much as what is on the board. And so when this says, I would really like to not go back to this thing from the past, Cancer, what this is implying, because of something that's not on the board, what this is implying is that, but I'm thinking about it because I feel like maybe that's the best way to handle things right now, even though I don't want to. Okay, so that's what we actually have on the board and not on the board. You know what I mean? We have to look at the implications. There's a lot with tarot you want to read between the lines. You have to know how to read between the lines. Very subtle. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, Leos. What do we have here? Knight of Swords showing up right side up. Leos, this is really interesting. Those of you who have taken my classes before know I take a lot from my visual cues as far as the psychic part of reading a card. And so I'm looking at this knight guy, and you see he's just bare-legged. There there is no kind of cover for his legs there that I can tell. And it makes me think of a young friend I have that just turned 6 who loves to run around without clothes on, inside, outside, doesn't matter. And how vulnerable that can make a person. That's that much more skin exposed for mosquito bites, for scratches from plants, for whatever. So when I'm looking at this for you, Leos, I'm seeing that, yes, this is a Knight of Swords, but look, he's covered. The top half of his body is covered. The bottom half of his body is vulnerable. Now, a knight takes action, and swords has to do with thoughts or words. So, you are talking to somebody here about something that you're attracted to. I think it's a good day, Leos, to think about what you're saying and to be a little careful about what you're saying because otherwise you're going to be putting yourself in a situation where somebody's going to see you vulnerable. They're going to catch you with your pants down, so to speak. So, this is where we see you talking about something that you're attracted to or someone that you're attracted to. And somebody may come in and realize, yeah, that is pretty attractive. I would like that. And they steal it right out from under your nose. Or they ask that person out for a date right under your nose or whatever this is. Okay. This could be, hey, I've got this really great business idea. I can't wait to push it forward. And after somebody asks you about it and you tell them, then they take that business idea and they push it forward first. So be careful about what you're sharing today. Make sure that whatever you're sharing does not put you in a vulnerable situation just in having shared that information. Not everybody is our friends. The world is full of good people, but not everybody is our friend. The bottom line is everybody is looking out for themselves, as they should be, but sometimes they do it in a way that is not so kind or does not have so much integrity. And I think that's what you're dealing with here, Leo. That's why it's important for you to be careful today about what you say to who, to make sure you don't put yourself into a vulnerable situation. Okay? Now, let's move on to Virgo. Virgo. Virgo's moon card coming up for you. The opposite of Leo, where Leo wants to talk and tell somebody about something they're attracted to. You're keeping this to yourself. You've got that poker face going. This is information that you are not sharing, that you're attracted to somebody or to something. You know, maybe some of you are attracted to your best friend's partner. You're not letting on. You're not letting on. Maybe some of you have a great business idea. You're not letting anybody know. You're working on that thing in your closet quietly. You're not going to let anybody know until you're ready to release it to the world. Okay? Virgos. Being smart about what you tell the people. Being smart about the information that you share today, Virgos. Keeping some secrets. All right, let's see. Let's look at Libra. What do we have for you guys? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Libras, you guys are really attracted to the idea of cutting off some kind of generosity to somebody in your sphere of influence. You were giving them some kind of generosity in the hopes that that would help them to be able to get a leg up and improve their lives in some way. It's not happening. It's just making them more dependent on you. And now you're thinking, wow, I would really like to cut this generosity. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep holding this up. I don't see you necessarily cutting it today, although you could. I do see you really liking the idea of it. Not necessarily taking action, although you could take action. I won't take that off the table. I have nothing here saying you wouldn't. But what really shows up is that you definitely would like to. Okay? You're definitely considering it and you're realizing that's what I would like to do. So you may be making plans about how you can do this and give them kind of a soft landing. You might be doing that. How you can cut this generosity off to them in a more gradual way rather than just shoop, no more. That could be going on. Scorpio. Hierophant. There's some type of contract or commitment that we are really attracted to making. We're thinking this would be a good idea to move forward with it. Are we moving forward with it today? Maybe. Maybe yay and maybe nay. But we're definitely liking the idea of it. Next up is Sagittarius. Hanged Man showing up in reverse. Sagittarius, Hanged Man in reverse. There is something definitely that you're attracted to, or a person that you're attracted to with that Hanged Man in reverse. I think you've been kind of considering how can you get started with this, whether it's asking somebody out on a date or whether this is buying your first RC car or whatever it is. You've been considering how can I get started towards incorporating this thing that or person that I'm attracted to into my life. Today, I think you're taking action on it. Notice a lot of the signs before you. I said, I don't know if you're doing anything today or not, but you like this idea. With you, No, you are taking action today. This is not a day of waiting or thinking about it. You've thought about it. Today, you're taking that action. All right. Next thing that I'm looking at is for Capricorn. So, Capricorns, you guys have the Seven of Swords showing up here. And the Seven of Swords is telling me, along with that Two of Cups, there's something going on that you would like to not really be included in. You don't feel the need to be a part of. You're attracted to the idea of sneaking out of that situation on the down low without making a big ruckus. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. You're attracted to Capricorn. Getting out of some kind of situation you don't see the point of. Other people want you there. You don't. So what you're attracted to is figuring out how to get out of that without creating a whole bunch of drama. No drama. All right, Aquarius. Tower card in reverse. I like this. This is one of the reversals that's actually much better reverse than it is right side up as far as the experience in the 3D. So Tower card in reverse, Aquarius, with that Two of Cups, you're really attracted to the idea of recovering from something where you had a situation that something that you thought was going to be around indefinitely that made you feel secure was suddenly and unexpectedly removed from your experience. So you're liking the idea of finding something to replace whatever that was removed from your experience with something that's an improvement, that's better. Tower card in reverse talks about not only replacing that thing, but replacing it with something better. We're not replacing it with some jury-rigged fixer-upper. Nay, nay. We're replacing it with something better than what was there before, something that offers us even more room to grow. Okay? Now, let's look at Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. We have for you guys. All right, Pisces. King of Wands showing up in reverse. Last time this card showed up, it was in reverse too. I think it was for Cancer yesterday. Pisces, King of Wands in reverse. Oh, Pisces, you got that empathy volume turned up loud on you right now. You've got somebody in your sphere of influence who um, their normal personality is to be outgoing and sunshiny and optimistic and being creative and great problem solvers and yada, yada, yada. All this really wonderful stuff. But right now they have a problem. They don't know what to do with it. And with that Two of Cups there, you're really drawn like a moth to a flame to let me help you. That's how us people with empathy are. Let me help you. How can I fix it for you? Be careful with this, Pisces. Pay attention. Be self aware. What are you actually attracted to here? Are you attracted to the person themselves? Are you attracted to the idea that it's a situation where you can be helpful? You know, people who have strong empathy many, many, many times when they're looking romantically, at least, and even this applies like in business situations too and friendships. We look for people who are projects, and we're drawn to people who are projects much more than we're drawn to people who are actually qualified to be partners. So pay attention to what you're doing here, Pisces, is what I'm saying. Like if you're attracted to this person because you want to help them and you're not necessarily expecting anything back from them for your help, great. If you are attracted to this person because there's some way that you want to help them and that you think once you help them, they're going to have your back or be there for you in any kind of way, romantic, friendship, business, whatever, you may be barking up the wrong tree here. So you really want to be aware. You know, my mom always told me you don't give away what you can't afford to not have. And that applies just as much in energy for emotions as it does in money. If you can't afford for somebody to return to you whatever you're giving them, then you best not be giving it. Okay? Because that's not going to end well. So be aware as you find yourself attracted to this person in this situation. Be aware of what your real intentions are and what you're really hoping to get out of it before you decide to move forward. Make sure that, you're doing this wisely. If you're attracted to helping somebody and you have plenty of resources to help them and it's no problem, great. More power to you. Go for it. But if you're attracted to helping somebody and really you need help yourself, that's a whole other story. Okay? So whoever needs to hear that, that's my little rant. Thank you guys very much for being here. I do appreciate all your kind support and you guys spending some of your precious day with me. Everyone have a fantastic, wonderful day. Of course, I'm going to be doing readings and Reiki sessions today. All you have to do is get a hold of me and we'll get you scheduled quickly, quickly, quickly. All my contact information can be found on the website in the corner of the screen there. And don't forget, you guys are my wonderful sponsors. So thank you for all the thumbs ups on this video, for sharing it out to the world, and all the comments down below. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.